Hello everybody, this is Kevin from Silvino Guitars, and today I'm going to talk about all the different types of multi-scale guitars or fan frets out in the market today. I'm going to talk about using reference this Strandberg tribute guitar that I built. More about that on another video. So, what is multi-scale or fan frets? Multi-scale or fan frets are frets that are positioned in a way where they fan out this way, or slanted, and what it does is a couple of things. As the name implies, multi-scale includes multiple different scale lengths into one guitar neck. So first of all, it helps with tuning. If you have a 8-string guitar with a 25.5-inch scale, the low 8th string is going to be really floppy and loose. So if you want to tune down, it's going to get even muddier. Number 2 is intonation. The longer scale length that you put, the better the guitar will intonate. It also helps with string gauge, where on a 25.5-inch scale, I would have to buy thicker strings to get my perfect tuning and have to reset up the whole guitar to accommodate for that thicker string. So I'm talking about intonation in the bridge, maybe filing the nut, adjusting the truss rod. So now I can use the string that I like the most and don't have to worry about it being floppy or loose. The last thing is ergonomics. As you can see, when I play in the lower notes, my hand kind of wants to go in this fashion, and as I go lower, my hand wants to go this way. Where in a straight fret guitar, it would have to be sort of like this instead of this, and up here it would be straight like this instead of like this. It also helps with, the longer the scale, let's say like a baritone, the bends become quite difficult on the lower strings, on the higher strings, and having the 25.5 down here like a normal guitar, it feels more natural as you're used to playing. Let's start with traditional style multi-scale frets. So Strandberg has different types of fan frets or multi-scales on their different 6, 7, and 8 string guitar. For this example, let's look at their 8 string, where in the lower strings you have a 28-inch, and their treble side they have 26.5-inch with the perpendicular fret at the 7th fret. The perpendicular fret is the fret that is at a basically 0 degree, or as you would normally have on a straight fretted guitar. A different variation of fan frets, we have what Dean did with their 8 string, which is a 27-inch scale length on the bass side and a 25.5-inch scale on their treble side. But in this configuration, their perpendicular fret, which isn't a fret, is right at the nut. So on the first frets, you would feel like a normal guitar, and as you go down the neck, it will start to fan out. Another configuration is Ormsby guitars, where their lower strings are 26.2 and the higher string on this model is 25.5. In this case, it's the total opposite of the Dean 8 string, where most of the fan is on the top closer to the nut. Where the perpendicular fret, well, there isn't one. It should be somewhere where there isn't frets or right at the bridge saddles. Now let's see an oddball here. There is fretless multiscale. It's the same thing as a normal multiscale, just without the frets. In this case, the only one I can find was Algen Guitars. They made a multiscale fretless bass that is 35 on the bass side and 33-inch on the treble side. This is gonna be a crazy one. I don't know 100% if it's finished, but I thought this would be a great addition to this video. Red Layer Guitars is a luthier that I really love what he does, and he had this crazy idea to have this guitar where it was straight scale on the lower string or the lower seventh or sixth string. We can't tell because it's still not finished or shown in this picture. And then the rest of the strings are in a multi-scale fashion, having the last 24th fret at as the perpendicular fret. Another more extreme version of a multi-scale or fan fret guitar, we have Oni guitars. This one is really interesting. His frets progressively fan out as you go into the lower strings, as we see in this version. Their 8th string, it's a 29.13 inch on the lower scale and a 26.77 inch on the treble side. And the perpendicular fret, I'm not so sure. Maybe somewhere in here, but as they're bent out, I can't really tell. But it's still really cool design and concept. Hey, even the nut is a little bit twisted too, so that's cool. To make this video complete, I just wanted to throw out, is not much of a difference from a normal multi-scale, but if you throw in true temperament frets, the ones with the squiggly line to get perfect intonation, is also a really cool feature. And lastly, we have an honorable mention from Ibanez, which they don't have exactly a multi-scale, is more of a slanted fret design, where you have the same scale on both end of the bass side and the treble side, but the only difference is that the frets are kind of inclined. The bass side is inclined a little bit backwards. I don't know. This one's a weird one. They say it helps with some type of players, like they were pointing at Tim Henson, the guys that do a lot of tapping. I haven't played this guitar before, so I can't really tell, but I still think it's a pretty cool concept. I hope you liked this video. If you have seen or know about a different type of multi-scale or fan fret design, please let me know in the comments. I would really like to know and expand my knowledge a little bit more. Thank you.